What's up, good people? It's your grandma's family, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys for joining, and please don't forget to like the video. And if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Share the video, share the channel to your friends. Tell your friends to tell their friends, and their friends to tell their other friends. You can see what it's again, guys. There's a new girl in town. She's just trying her luck and wants to see if she can really get somewhere. Anyways, guys, today I'll be telling you a story time about how I believe my grandparents helped me understand life more. And yeah, let's get to it, good people. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to share this with you. Yeah. So, um, I think from the age of 15, mm, from the age of 14, right, going to 15, I felt like I learned to live and understand life. So, okay, all along I stayed with my mom, right? Like since forever. Alright, guys. So, I feel like from the age of 14 going to 15, I learned how to live life in a sense of understanding how life is and how life is not always just smooth, you know? So my entire life, I lived with my mom since day one, from the day I was born, and till today I still live with my mom. But obviously, I did go stay with my dad for like a period of 3 years when I was from I think 17, 18, yeah, until I was 20. And I go there every month. I go home to my dad's every month. I always have to go see my grandparents from my dad's side. But yeah. So in this video, I'm just gonna tell you about how my grandparents from my mom's side helped me, or like when I'm nani, you don't really see it, but I feel like I saw it when I was still a kid. So they helped me understand how life is and how people live their life and how you should be grateful for everything, you know? So, 20, okay, let me not say 20 what. So, when my mom does a year, I think I was 15. So, my mom had to go to initiation school. Yeah, well, we looked at Hambe, I would which is okay, which is cool. So we moved from where we used to stay to go to stay with my grandparents, my mom's parents. Okay, so I went to go stay there. It was me and my baby brother. Obviously, my mother's younger brother was staying there and there with his parents, and it was myself, my baby brother, my grandmother, my granddad, and my I don't want to say uncle because it's the same. It's like Ushanga 4 years, but yeah, my brother, my big brother. That's what I call him, and it's not being young. Okay, so at that time, Ukwam Nkulami had Oh, guys, I feel like I am so far from I'm so close to the camera, and I think let me just try moving it backwards. So yeah, um, I stayed with my grandparents at the age of 15, which was like I was basically in Kulu at 15. Yeah. So for Kulami, they were saying that I'm a queen and I'm a papa, and my family like in Jamestown. So they would wake up every day at 3 a.m. to go take it to Amakwini. And then around after Amakwini is pay like breakfast and whatnot, or after that period, you will pay my papa and whatnot, and then you come back around 4 or 5. Yeah, well, so obviously it was just me. I was going to school, and then my brother, he was still young, very young. Excuse me. But then he had someone Begam cat in the same building. Sorry guys. Mm-mm. Let me drink water. Okay, sorry about that. So, um, Baba Booey, right? They would like obviously they would buy islands. Mfundisi umkhulu was okay. Uthenga kuphi stock like stock uthenga la nala nala. So bathenga kanje nakanje nakanje nakanje. So the following year, right? That's when I started ukuthi ngibathengele isitoko ngiyi-1. I was still 15 going to 16 that year. Okay. Um so obviously they would come back bangibhalele ilist ukuthi bafuna ini nani nani. And then okay fine. I'll take the list ngiyazi ukuthi okay singiqale ngithenga amaflawa ngizogcina yamini. Ngihambe ngithenga amaflawa for amagwinya nama-yeasty and sugar if sugar is needed and whatnot. Ngibuyise. Yabo. Ngiwalethe endlini then go back ngihambe ngithenge isishebo and everything that is needed. That was just it. And then I got used to that. So every time I'll just have it like but I mean like I was just like, the errands chick. The errands. I'm running some errands. Yeah, I was running some errands for my grandparents, which I didn't have a problem with. I was really glad and grateful to help my grandparents. And trust me, my grandmother is my best friend. Okay, she's not my best friend, but then obviously like siyazwana. Like I believe that I'm her favorite. Because obviously you firstborn granddaughter, I grandchild, like firstborn grandchild, so but anyway, I believe I'm her favorite. I don't care what other people think. I am her favorite. I know I'm her favorite. Anyway, see too. Anyways, so yeah, you mean Dana. So obviously I'm the favorite one because they're leaning to me, guy. Anyway, I feel like I'm catching a cold. Hold on, guys. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, so Central looks okay, but Babu, yeah, it's this and that. So I used to like buy them my flour and put sugar, like everything you need for my queer, everything you need for my baba, with the veggies, the gravies, I'm a sweetie, snacks, because the things that I'm a snacks and whatnot. Okay, fine. And after that, things will cover in like things cover in So it's like at that day, because maybe it's cold, like it's winter or whatnot. Obviously, maybe if I'm baguette I4. I'm a tough. So I'm a saga. I'm a 12.5 I4. So with the cover, I'm a 12.5 I4. Like obviously, it's two. It was normally three white flour and one brown flour. Like I got used to cover and like I wanted like there was a big indishi that was specifically bought for Inklama because Lenzela Gupi. And then whoever Inklama and whatnot. And yeah, I got used to that. So I knew it was okay when I come back. Sometimes they would stock ahead. So if I come back from school and you wanna go to okay, I buy a buoy, but then Nasi stock is gone from the previous day. Ngizoxoba lokhu ngizoxoba bese I'll do my schoolwork and whatnot. And yeah, bese I need to cook. My grandmother taught me how to cook. Basically, I was to cook, girl. What's a country? You need to cook. And then when they come back, I go to buy stock on and everything. And then I go outside, I sell those and I make money for myself because that's what's up. And yeah, so um and most I feel like sometimes people thought ukuthi bangisebenzisa kakhulu ekhaya, and it's not that, you know, sometimes you need to be like, I personally feel like my grandparents taught me how to live because if I haven't learned all those things, ukuthi, this is how you handle money, this is how you buy your groceries, this is how you buy your stock, this is how you buy this is how you know, do this for your business. I don't think I'd be where I am right now and know how to run something. I don't think I'll be able to be like, oh, okay, if I wanna run a business, this is how I should actually operate. So I feel like they helped me very much, and I'm really grateful to my grandparents. I love my parents to bits. I love my grandmother. She's an amazing woman. She's my everything. And then I love my grandfather. May his soul rest in peace. I love my grandfather a lot, and I really wish that he was still alive to see like the woman I am right now. Okay, not the woman, but the young lady, whatever I've grown to be. So I was like, okay, I'm just glad that everything happened, unfold as it is. There were times where I was like, okay, because there were times where my grandmother was sick, or there were times where she had to go by. I won't my mommy like and I wasn't gonna let my grandfather um do work on his own, because there was a time where they felt like, okay, they're getting too old and they can't really what do you call this, stay for too long in Gileni. So they started to make Amakwinya pay. So I was like, okay, at that time, in my family, people walk from Rabo past 3, Rabo 4, yabo, at around 6, Amakwinya pay. So I would like, okay, if my grandmother's not feeling well, I'll be like, cool, it's fine. Ngizohamba nawe mina. So I'd wake up ngalo 2 loyo, or half past 2 to 3 loyo, help my grandfather fix everything and go pack everything in the car. From this, Yahamba, you know, we're going to where he's to Ipo's like Apatexacon, and he would like sell, he would like make Amakuya and I'll be selling. So I'll be dealing with the money and everything, dealing with customers. So I feel like that taught me how to deal with people, how to talk to people, how to sell, how to be great, around people. I believe so. Um, and yeah, if business we have my fasty, so about 6 is we going back, and then I'm like, okay, go sis we're going big elements. Ngifike ngigeza esikolweni. That was just it. It was as much as it was I don't know, a big routine. As much as it felt like, oh shit, this is big, I don't think I can do this. I I am happy I did everything. I'm happy I got the opportunity to have my grandparents like that. I'm really happy that I was there for my grandparents with their business, you know, until it closed when they decided to take when they are old enough. So for Talamanya, they wanna retire from everything. So I feel like yes, I've worked a lot. I really worked a lot, and it's like I'm glad that happened. I'm glad I went through all that journey. I'm glad that there was a time I was away from my mom where I was with my grandparents and I had to see and understand how it is to live. Because at that time, yes, my mom is alive. She's in this world. I I can't like talk to her like that because obviously, in Asian school, yabo. But then, and we asemakhaya le kude, yabo. So it was like I did go to see her, but obviously I'm not gonna go see her all the time. So I'm glad that it happened that I was away from my mom and got to spend time with my grandparents and actually learn how to live life, learn how to do things, like learn how to, okay, this is how you run a business, this is how you calculate your profits from, this is how you calculate the profit you made. And then obviously, in order for you to understand how much profit you made, you need to calculate the money you made. You need to calculate the money you taking out for your stock and whatnot. Well, like you just I don't know, man, but I learned a lot and I'm really glad. I don't tell my grandparents this and whatnot, but I feel like I should, and I thank them. Like I really thank them for what's okay. You know what? Um, I learned a lot. I learned how to do things, and it's all because of how things were and how life was. As much as it may seem for other people who saw, it might seem as if, oh shit, this girl is struggling or not. I wasn't really struggling. I was just learning life in a different way. And I really appreciate everything. You know, I realize each and every day because there are people out there that don't get opportunities to see how life is. I feel like if everything comes in a silver platter, you won't be appreciative of the things that you have or the things that you receive. Unless if you go through a little struggle, you know, like there's some way you need to like go up the mountain, struggle a bit, you know, to understand, oh, okay, this is actually life. This is how life is. Yeah, well, like, don't get everything in a silver platter. Like, that way, when you experience life and all its ups and downs and whatnot, you get to appreciate every moment. You get to appreciate people around you. You get to appreciate a lot of things. So, in my case, I want to say I really appreciate the fact that I got to experience what I experienced in my life. And I don't feel like I struggled or my grandparents made me struggle or whatnot. I just feel like I was a very good granddaughter. I was a very good grandchild to my grandparents. And I feel like they are proud that and they are happy that I was there to help them with everything. Because lot laba bayaguga guys, like bayaguga, and sometimes it gets to a point whereby they abakhoni now. So if you are able to help, then why not? Like I really appreciate my grandparents, and there's a lot of things I want to do for them. Unfortunately, I can't do anything for my granddad, but I'll forever be grateful to him. So I'm just praying to like, get a good life, have a good life. Like there's a lot of things I want to do for my grandparents, my grandmothers from both sides of my parents. I Yeah, I just feel like that's all I can say. I learned how to live life at a very young age, not in a sense of, yo, now I'm alone in this world, there's nobody, no, but in a sense of Ukuti, I had to grow up and understand things. You know, I got to grow up and be grateful for things. And besides my grandparents, me helping them. They've done a lot for me. They've done a lot for me. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, they did this, they did that, they did whatnot and whatnot. I was still young, maybe, but I know the things that I remember. But I'm not gonna be like, oh, thank you for this. Thank you. I'm just gonna say thank you for everything. Thank you for teaching me how to live life. I really appreciate it. I don't think that with the mentality that I have right now, I would have it if it wasn't for the things I've experienced in my life. So, regardless of whatever, I'm just grateful. I'm I'm just grateful, and I'm asking the good Lord to keep both my grandparents, my grandmothers, alive for them to see me do wonders for them, to see me do amazing things for them. That's all I can say. So, yeah, what I can say to you guys is appreciate everything you've got. Appreciate your loved ones. Appreciate the little things that you receive. Um, be grateful for life. Be grateful for everything, because you never know. You never know what tomorrow has, and we never see tomorrow. It's tomorrow is there. I don't know. I saw this on TikTok. Someone was saying tomorrow is like we never see tomorrow, but tomorrow is there. You know, for us to be like, oh yes, tomorrow is. And then it gets a minute closer, and then tomorrow becomes today, and then it's tomorrow. There's tomorrow again. So we never really see tomorrow, but it is close. So all I can say is be grateful for everything. And yeah, guys, much love from me, your girl, Miss Bubbly. I did not have any much to say. All I'm going to ask you guys to do is please do subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't subscribed. Please share the live. Why am I saying the live? Share the video. Ouch. Share the video, and yeah, thumbs up. Please like the video. Hugs and kisses from your girl, Miss Bubbly.